Welcome back to the Butt Chug Podcast, everyone. This is episode 99. Holy shit, it's crazy to say that because after this, it's all 3 digits. And I purposely numbered our podcast episodes on SoundCloud because I knew we'd get there eventually.
Yes.
I always put a 0 before because when you sort in Windows, it's not the same way on a Mac, but when you sort in Windows, if you don't put the 0 first, then it does like 1, 10, 11, 12, all the way to 19, then 2, 20, 21. So you got to put that 0 first. You got to remember that.
Because I think for the BCP shorts, we did 00.
Yeah, the BCP shorts we did 4
0,
numbers.
Yeah, 4 numbers.
I thought, we'd do these a lot more frequently, which thank you for putting one up.
Make to 1,000.
It was great. And they would happen a lot. I mean, how many beers have we had? Just so many of them. Even just on the podcast, if each of us counted each unique beer as one, that's like 400 beers between the 3 of us.
I think we're at one. It's on the 2 plus 1. I think it's like 190 something.
190 something. Wow. So we're at like 600 unique beers.
Yeah, I'm
not
terrible
unique,
at math.
but 600 beers between the 3 of us.
It's pretty good.
So that would get us. I mean, we would
good for us.
just spend another year and a half doing Butt Chug shorts if we did one a week.
Well, I mean, we're over that too because you guys had 10 beers at the one brewery.
Oh yeah, we did. We had 10 beers.
Then we've
done flights. There were flights.
There were flights.
Like 2.5 ounces.
We've done one
10
more
beers.
beer a couple of times for a couple of segments.
Yeah, we have done one more beer. We did ale fests.
So we're probably over 3,400 beers.
I'd say 34.
This
math in public is
throw it out there.
says 3,400 beers.
I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, this is coronavirus math right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Just whatever.
Feels like we've been in quarantine 3,400 days.
Oh my gosh, doesn't it? So right off the bat, I don't have particularly beer news, but just beer comments. I tried Double Boat Show. I don't know if you guys tried it.
Nope.
And for those who aren't familiar, who aren't in Ohio, Boat Show is a common grocery store buy for an IPA. It's everywhere. And the Yellow Springs Brewery, who makes it, they made a double version of it, double IPA.
People were going nuts.
It sold out by Sunday night.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Randy
People were
Orton,
waiting in line
Yeah.
at the brewery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm not surprised at that. I'm just surprised it sold out that quickly.
Yeah. I am as well. But Randy Orton and his family went on a bike ride through Yellow Springs, and I texted him, hey, they have this double boat show. If you go to the brewery, grab me one. And he went there on Saturday, so luckily it was a 2 per person limit. So he got one for himself and one for me.
2 cans?
2, what's the big can? Not the pint, but the one that's even bigger than that.
The double deuce?
Huge, wide one.
Yeah, 24 ounce. It's tall. What's like?
I'm glad you're saying that. That's going to be a crowler.
Crowler.
So a 32 ounce. And we're going to...
32, yeah.
We're going to talk about that during the tasting period.
So it was a crowler. So it was on tap, and I drank it same day. So it was very good. I didn't give it a butt cheek review, but
what are the stats for it? Like, where does it come in?
I have to look. I'd have to look it up while you give your beer news. I'll look it up just
Excellent.
for anyone who's hanging on waiting for that specific information. But
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, so I'll get it for you.
You fill in while you continue to wait.
The on the nose, as the pretentious people say, the smell of this beer was super strong, like all hops. But I think it actually had more tropical flavor than the original Boat Show. It was like fruit, super smooth. A surprise.
So it was like
a surprising taste. Yeah,
was it more like a New
kind of
England?
like a New England. Had a lot more flavor than hops. It did have a lot of hops, but I think the flavor stuck out more.
Interesting.
And I just thought everything that's good about a Boat Show, it was like doubly good in this beer. So
crazy.
But it was very strong, you got to drink all 32 ounces or else it goes to waste.
Yeah, or
So Katie and I shared it. She liked it too.
Because I was going to ask, did you pound all 32 of the crowler by yourself?
No, we shared it.
That'd be
and then
awesome.
my final bit of news, Duke University, this is not beer related, so if you guys just want me to shut up, just tell me.
No, that's fine.
Duke University did a study. I don't know who's at the college right now because everyone's supposed to be quarantined. But they did a study on the masks, the effectiveness.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently those really popular ones that you wrap around your whole neck and you pull up, like the nylon, they're actually worse than not wearing a mask at all. And those are like the most popular ones by far that I've seen out there. Yep. It actually splits your spit molecules into smaller molecules.
More easily transmissible.
So it goes through there, and now there's actually more particles of coronavirus floating through the air than initially. which means so anyone using those masks. And for the mole people, if this is over, hopefully it is by 2030.
That's why they went underground.
Ignore
need mask underground.
Yeah.
They're on
Dr. Um's theory is that this is the beginning times of the mole people.
It is.
You're about to become king, so we need to prepare.
They're going to be on COVID 26, where it comes through your fucking feet.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I've been digging my holes for like 3 years, man.
I can imagine.
Got tunnels everywhere.
It's like that movie with Shia LaBeouf, Holes. You got holes all over your yard.
That's it.
Yeah, but watching the video that you're talking under the green light spectrometer, like it just.
Oh, I didn't even see a video. I just read it in like the New York Times.
Because they do like bandanas or do-rags or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, they did bandanas, the cotton
N95s. I love that they're having to tell people that have like respirators. They're like that's dumb. It's just that's a two-way window. It's not not like a gas mask where it's in but not out.
Yeah.
So they're doing the. And they're like, you morons out there that think that you're being really good with your double-breasted respirators. It's even worse.
It's worse for
people
everyone
at work
else.
with those.
Yeah.
I mean, there's tons of people at work with gators. I have a net gator.
What's a gator?
That's what you just talked about.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But that's all material. Is it the nylon? Because they make like cotton ones or whatever that you can just like they've got like a draw tie on them.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like a two-stepper.
Mine's probably the nylon one. I saw the news yesterday.
Oh, okay.
It was what I had at my house when this whole thing started.
Yeah, naturally.
When I'm done robbing banks, I just put on my mom's pantyhose. Does that help? Is that nylon? Because that comes from the top down, though.
Right.
Yeah,
I think
top
it's all
down.
the action.
Top down is okay. Bottom up, not okay. So 8.7% is a double boat show.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't have IBUs.
What would you guess with your refined palate?
For IBUs?
Like 400?
No.
Hopped up?
No.
Hoppy?
Probably, under 100, maybe.
Under 100? Excellent.
I don't know. What do you think a boat show is? Regular boat show. I would say it's...
I don't know, because I think a truth is 72.
I would guess 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 90.
90?
100. Maybe
It's more
better here.
It's the better is
it's
more than regular boat show.
It's got bitterness, but I don't think that bitterness sticks out more than the flavor of the actual beer.
Awesome.
So that's all I got.
Cobra, what you got?
All right, so Hell's Basement Brewery in Alberta, Canada, is regretting the name of their beer, their pale ale that they released 2 years ago called Huru Huru. It's a Maori word that they thought meant feather. Unfortunately, the Maoris have since told them that it actually means pubic hair.
Ooh.
So they've had a beer floating around in the world called pubic hair.
Not a lot of Maoris in deep Canada.
I guess not. Yeah.
Maybe in British Columbia.
It took them like
or something.
2 years to get that information. But
did it have a negative effect on their sales?
I don't know, but I think they're going to rename it at this point.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Or they should just own it and just change it to pubic hair.
Yeah.
Imagine the can art that you could put on that, just, tufts of hair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like trying to sell, the Chevy Nova in Mexico.
Yeah, right.
It's, the worst selling car
or
of all
Colgate.
time. Yeah. Colgate, I don't know that one.
To hang yourself. Colgate.
Oh,
Spanish word.
Interesting.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't realize
Colgate.
that.
Toothpaste. And Nova does not go.
No go.
So if you have Spanish friends that are suicidal, you should not buy them Colgate.
Don't get them Colgate toothpaste.
Don't.
Yeah. Definitely don't take them to Colgate University.
That's good to know. And the other one is Martin's House, which is a brewery in Fort Worth and Dallas, kind of reaching back to last week's food-themed beer that we talked about, the mustard beer from Oscar Blues.
Oh, yeah,
I saw that can.
Oh, you saw the can?
Yeah.
Very cool. So Martin House debuted Flamin' Hot Cheetos beer.
Oh, I'm in.
I knew you would be in.
Yeah.
I'm a hard no on that.
Yeah, I'm a hard no on the beer, but I do like Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
I love Flamin' Hot Cheetos, but I just cannot overcome. I've tried this a couple times. The spicy beers.
Yeah. Here's the opposite thing. I am no on Flaming Hot Cheetos.
Really? Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't like.
You don't like Cheeto dust.
I don't like Cheeto dust. Did you see that goofball that tattooed Cheeto dust on his hands?
No.
Oh, I heard
In the
about
last couple
this,
of weeks. Yeah. Just loves Cheetos. My father, before he passed,
for
that was
him.
his favorite food was Cheetos Puffs. Loved them.
I love
Cheetos
those.
Puffs.
Yeah.
Not,
I don't like
not
the
the
puffs
balls.
as much as the
don't
hard
bring
ones.
like the $6 tankard of
cheesy
like
balls or whatever.
the actual oblong puffs.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
I think how they started. Did they
Yeah,
start
that
as
was like
puffs?
the original Cheeto, I think.
And it wasn't the
Was the
till
long
crunchy.
moon-shaped crescent.
Yeah,
thing,
moon shaped. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like those as much as the crunchy ones.
So Flamin' Hot Cheeto beer. So you would want to try this beer. You would pay for it.
No, I would try it because I'll try.
I would try
beer.
it. Yeah, of course I'm gonna try it.
I tried the spicy pickle, and then I tried the spicier pickle. Right, there was 2 levels, and I didn't like either of them. But I'd still try the Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Probably wouldn't like it, but who's to know?
It's
you won't know unless you try it.
That's right.
It's all about, you got to do everything once, right?
Yeah, got to do everything once.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Except pubic hair beer. I'll do pubic hair.
I won't do that.
Really?
You won't do meatloaf?
Nice. Well played. Well played. Deadpan delivery. Yeah. It works for you every time.
Thanks.
Well, I just have a couple of things. One, this last weekend, I reached an IPA overdose again, so I needed something to cleanse my palate, and I was like, I am just so beat up.
Matt's going to be excited for my beer today.
On IPAs. So, no. I had a sour and reset, and then I was good to go. Then I had a couple more IPAs. So, but I got to that point, and I just had to write that down. I was like, I got you. Where I opened my fridge, and nothing was good, and I didn't want to switch to booze at that time. So another thing talking about IPAs is I was contacted by Chuggalo Stev about Dogfish Head. So Dogfish Head just dropped out their fall 120 minute. And he was like, he texted me and he goes, is this worth it? And I go, 100%. I've got, a bunch of 4-packs in the cellar right now. He goes, yep, I'm going to go home and drink this immediately. That's where I had to pump the brakes. Because 120 minute matures.
Yeah.
And so I'm explaining to that over text. So again, if you get beers that are supposed to be cellar, stouts, it's very frequent, imperial IPAs, they will mature, and the flavors from day one, from when it's bottled to a year or 2 years later, are completely different. If you have them side by side, it's tough, because it matures. One doesn't stay in stasis and the other one matures or whatever. So that was an interesting conversation. Again, just dropping down the little bit of knowledge I do have. But yeah, that's all I have for beer news. Just helping the Chuggalos out.
Yeah, that's what that beer news is all about.
That's what we
helped a lot of people today.
Yeah, just helping people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well,
I feel good.
We can do a beer review now, and while that gets prepared, we'll say that episode 100 is coming up.
Yeah, so
the
hype for episode 100. We would like to tell you what's going on, but technical difficulties.
Well, here's the question. I don't think we did forget this in pre-production. Are we going to then record on Tuesday, episode 101?
Oh, so we're going live with this right now.
We are recording early.
We are recording,
but that doesn't mean that that there's going to be 2 episodes. But it might.
It might.
It might mean that.
We'll have to see.
We'll have to see how Sunday goes, I guess.
Well, Saturday.
Well, Sunday's the day that it would probably get posted, because Saturday, I think, will be a wash. That evening will be a wash.
Oh, because of...
So, you could post it on YouTube, but I probably won't download it until either late Saturday or early Sunday.
Yeah. Interesting.
People power.
Wow. Very, I can't wait for the Canner Boner segment.
Yeah. It's great. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I think everyone can sort of see it already. Preview. So, what I brought this week for a cool beverage is People Power. It's a West Coast IPA. West Coast, so a little bit of a departure. Yeah, more up your alley. But this is from Seventh Son Brewery out of Ohio. We've drank their beer before.
Yep.
It's not the Seventh Son from Florida.
Nope, different.
Different brewery.
Which has harmed me in games.
Which is
before.
SUA.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So we're not going to go into detail on
the game,
on the actual brewer itself, since we have, but let's get a crack and some drinks, huh?
Yeah. Let's
3, 2, 1.
I don't have it.
I
don't have it.
I went too fast.
I cut my fingernails recently, and it was just jamming me up. It hurt like hell.
All right, so I won't get too far into the can art, but so it's very generic. At the very bottom of the can, it says it benefits the ACLU. So I'm assuming that this is a very recent brew, and ACLU is American Civil Liberties Union, I think.
Yep. Correct.
And they, besides all the political wrangling and whatnot, and which side they're on or which side they're against or whatever, either way, I guess they're trying to funnel some money towards someone to help some other people.
Okay.
So,
well, fair enough.
Generically, that's not a bad thing, I don't think. Removing all the politics from it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I'll say about it. So normally I gravitate to New England IPAs and to things like that. The foggy, the hazy IPAs, right?
Yeah.
West Coast. Not that I don't like West Coast IPAs, but I absolutely when I saw it and I saw that it was West Coast, that actually got me more excited because I knew you were into West Coast over New England. And yep, Thug Life, West Coast forever. But I was excited. I was excited for the West Coast IPA. So I'm going to have a sip now.
Yeah, go ahead. All right, this is the Can Our Boner segment brought to you by my mom still, right?
Yeah,
she's the last submitter. So this is the Can Our Boner segment. This is an American flag if you've ever seen one. It's got the red, white, and blue. It's got red and white stripes. Let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The perfect amount.
There it is.
The perfect amount. Now, it doesn't have any stars, but
it bothers me when I see like 12 or 11 on there.
Yeah, do you always count?
Yeah.
And you're like, damn it.
Yeah.
Fucker.
It's just like one of those little things. It's like...
I would have never guessed
Which
that.
colony do you think they're excluding?
I don't know.
Probably
Maine.
Vermont. Fuck. No one remembers Vermont.
Georgia.
Vermont.
I didn't honestly think that was still a state. Like, maybe like 10 years ago, I was like, Vermont, is that still a thing? Or like, did we replace that with other states? Or the land is
obviously JT doesn't feel the burn.
Well, I mean, now I
it's interesting that we bring up state conversation. Maybe that will come up later.
Oh yeah,
maybe.
Ooh, I like that. So 13 stripes. That's great. They did it. Now West Coast IPA.
They did it. I wish we were better with graphics. They did it.
Yeah. We need to have like someone edit like.
Who
edits podcasts? No, not in that kind of way. I mean like videos.
We wouldn't be podcasters. We would be YouTubers at that point.
We could hire somebody.
We could. All that money we're making.
Yeah, all that money. All that money that rolls in.
What do they call it on Choosing Beggars? Do you want exposure? We can give you exposure.
So I'm on the same side as Chris. I think that that New England's and hazies are more tasty than West Coast. But I'll be honest, this beer surprised the shit out of me. When I first drank it, it felt like a throwback.
Sorry, Stacey.
Maybe this is how all the West Coast IPAs taste, and I haven't had one for a while. But it felt like this was an early like recipe for IPAs. This one tastes just so. I think this type of beer is why craft beer like Hopheads got into craft beer in the first place. It's just really delicious. I think it benefits from being super cold. It's really good, and I think if this got any warmer, it would be awful. But it is cold and it is good. The aftertaste is great. Boy, I really like this beer. I give this beer... I like the can. I like the red, white, and blue, man. I like those colors. They don't run.
Yeah, man.
That's what they say.
Yep. And they don't bleed.
I've tried other countries. This one's the best. 4.5 butt cheeks.
4.5.
4.5. Wow.
Butt cheeks. I like this beer
Big
a lot.
time.
I like this beer a lot, but
Big league.
I'll admit, if it gets any warmer...
Just drink it fast.
Yeah, you gotta
drink it fast before you change your score.
Beer.
I agree with
it's in stone now.
I agree with JT on that fact. IPAs, traditional IPAs, West Coast IPAs need to be cold. Very cold. When you get to, if you slow your drinking down, and you get to like the bottom third of the can,
that bitterness is room temperature.
If you plumb your glass
brutal,
and your body heat gets all up in your beer,
it is brutal.
Terrible. Don't do that. Don't plumb your glasses.
Never.
So there was one thing that you said that really resonated with me during you said this was like the inception of craft beer.
Yeah, it feels like it to me.
You said it way better than I ever could. I just wrote down the word basic.
Throwback. Basic, yeah. It has a lot of basic.
Basic, but not basic. Sometimes you find comfort in something being basic. Like there's always why you have your comfy pair of sweats. Mm-hmm. It's something you can always go to, and you know it's going to be like a standard.
Yeah.
Or, like I said, comfort is a better word for it for me. I like that it's dry and dank. There is absolutely no floral, no citrus. Citrus is kind of a hallmark of WIPAs. That's why I like them with Citra and like Simcoe hops and kind of a piney. This doesn't have any of it. It does have its dry. And again, dank. So it just, again, dries the palate. You keep talking, you're going to have to drink more. Mm-hmm. Wow. Off the top rope, I give this a 4.0. This could be and we've said this the last couple of weeks, it took me a while to regurgitate the conversation that we had from Kettle Beer Works, considering that it was a 45-minute conversation on one beer.
Gosh.
And we had the same conversation, and we had the same score. I don't know if you guys got feedback on that, but that was
Nope.
that was some awesome feedback. Outshouts to Chuggle Orion on that one. But there's comfort in this beer, and this could be a standard. Mm-hmm. This you could put in a fridge, and to build on what you said, I think that you could transition somebody that is more of like a Pilsner or lager drinker onto IPAs, because this could almost be like German purity laws where it's just a couple of ingredients. They're not trying to dress it up and be artsy fartsy with it. That's why I like the can describes what's in the beer. It's not trying to do anything. Yeah. It's your standard. It's always going to be there. Colors don't run. Off the top rope, 4.0.
And I do appreciate beers that benefit something. Although I'm not familiar with the ACLU, like what they support and stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've heard of them. So you don't want to support all benefits, because some of them are bad.
Some of them are bad. Yeah.
Some of them, you don't want your money going there.
Like NAMBLA.
Yes,
NAMBLA,
exactly.
NAMBLA doesn't get any BCP money.
NAMBLA and Mensa. I don't want my money going to those two organizations.
Not to Mensa?
No, fuck them.
Mensa? That's the geniuses, right?
No, it's allegedly.
And then there's
alleged geniuses.
People who took online IQ tests.
Was it the 1%? Or there's the one that's over 150. I forget.
I don't know. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, there's another
I must
one
not be read in
above
because
Mensa.
I'm not smart enough.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't even know how to read, so.
Yeah, I mean, you can have a bajillion IQ and still, be a piece of shit. You can have a real small IQ and be the greatest, like a really genuinely great person.
Then typically with those people, they have a terrible EQ, which is another measurement. So then
emotional quotient.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So then they have no self-awareness.
No self-awareness. Yeah. They're always naked.
Wipe my ass. I'm going to go solve the world's problems.
And they're always...
Velcro shoes.
Oh, man.
Well...
Velcro shoes are just...
Yeah.
Good all around. Let's not start trashing
They're easy.
Velcro shoes.
I
own... on one hand, I can count...
them back for adults?
I can count on one hand how many pairs of shoes I own that have laces.
You can count how many?
Oh, yeah.
You have Velcro shoes?
No, I'm saying they have laces because I understand the time that I save. On. Yeah, I'm a slip-on guy.
Oh, so you have like Van slip-ons or something?
Yeah, Skechers.
Like ones that don't have laces at all. So you're not
all my dress shoes
the type
are
like I am that you tie them once and then you just slip them on the rest of the time.
I always feel like I wear out the back of my shoe too much doing that. So only my workout shoes and my core frames have ties.
I feel like you don't have very many shoes, honestly. And that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that as a criticism because I'm the same way. I rarely buy myself shoes.
What's a lot? I bought myself 3 pairs since January.
Oh, that is a lot.
But they were all on sale. One was $22. They were all those really comfortable Skechers that I have that have no laces.
So I went to the outlet mall and they had a sale. It was like 3 pair for like $60. So
yeah, I got my shoe.
Yeah, I'm buying 3 pair of shoes.
The only reason I bought 2 pairs of shoes this year, yeah, I've only bought 2 pairs of shoes. But the only reason I did was because they were heavily discounted.
Yeah.
I like that we talk about our shoe shopping and the money that we saved
about
on
everything.
it.
Yeah, I mean, because
girls, let's talk about our purses.
Buy like shoes for just going to work.
Oh yeah, I'm never buying full shoes.
Price.
Yeah.
That's stupid. You're just going to sit at your desk all day. No one's going to see that
My
shit.
Borns. Maybe I'll pay that much for my Borns.
What about Yeezys? Yeezys are super hot
if they're
right now.
Yeezys, then that's different, You got that...
You got to pay up.
But you're not going to sit at your desk with your feet under the desk. You're going to sit with your feet on top of the desk.
Because you got
Yeezys.
And because
you're going full gynecologist on that desk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna in the stirrups.
Yeah. In the stirrups at your desk because you got Yeezys.
Yep.
That should be the commercial.
Put the keyboard in your lap.
That's what you call a power play. That's when you find out your worth. If you're worth, like, you have...
Then you're pulling the Ron Livingston where you're eating the Cheetos on your desk.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yep.
Like, skills like you guys have, they're not getting rid of you. They're going to talk to you. Me, they're like, get out of the building. Like, if I'm sitting there in stirrups on my Yeezys, they're like, get the fuck out.
Yeezys are the types of shoes you put on after you already get to work because you don't want to walk in them. Right? They're that expensive, right? They're like...
There's people like that.
I don't know.
$400, right?
Change.
I don't know.
How much are these shoes?
That's like jeans. I haven't bought a pair of jeans in 10 years. Easy. And I've never paid more than $100 for a pair of shoes.
Okay.
Yeah. Even I think my boots were all issued.
I'm fairly certain I'm with you on the shoes. I'd have to think back pretty far.
The most expensive pair of jeans I bought were a gift for somebody, and they were $45.
Jeans last forever.
Oh yeah, I've got jeans from high school. So.
You don't want new jeans.
No.
And
you don't want
the older the
hot
jeans.
take.
The
You
more
don't wash them
comfortable
every
they are.
time you use them unless you're working out in the field or something. Like
I
if you
actually
just
heard
wore 'em-
there's the
Don't wash 'em
the
every time.
prevailing logic on jeans is you never wash them. If you need them to be clean, you freeze them.
Interesting.
Never wash your jeans. That's what they say.
Wow.
I wash my jeans.
I wash my jeans.
because I'm
Every
not
ti-
putting
every
my
time-
jeans in the freezer. But I've heard
Every time you wear them.
No.
Okay.
No, you gotta space that out. You want because they break.
That would
in.
be so nice and refreshing though during the
wouldn't it?
summertime.
I can't remember the last time I wore jeans. Because I always wear dress
Yeah,
pants.
I
My
only
dress
wear
pants
jeans
are
to
more
bowling.
comfortable.
That's the only time when it's cold.
No,
You
because
wear
I
shorts.
Shorts. Yeah.
I've thought about going that route too because
it's so
it's pretty
fucking
hot
hot.
over there. But that's the only
Throw
time
on
I
that
really
ball.
put jeans on is at bowling. Other than that, I'm wearing basketball shorts, sweatpants, or work clothes.
Even now working, where we can be relaxed and coworkers are, showing up in flip flops and shorts.
That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen that.
Not at the customer site.
Oh, okay. At your
Oh,
work.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Oh yeah, they're ball caps. I could show up like this and no one's gonna say boo. Relax. We call it a relax standard.
Yeah,
Come as you are.
Relax standard.
Yeah, I call it Nirvana. Come as you are.
I like it. I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, we don't.
I think great.
You're not meeting with anyone.
I don't have a problem with it. I don't. Dress codes are a thing that I.
COVID was the
Don't care
catalyst
for it.
that broke up so many norms.
So many norms.
So many
Yeah,
norms
yeah.
are just completely shattered at
true.
this point.
Yeah.
And everything has to adjust.
Yeah.
The whole clothing industry, it's a huge industry that's now
Oh, yeah.
impacted because no one's buying back to school clothes because there's no
Right.
back to school.
Yeah, they
No
are
one's
pushing
going-
commercials hard though.
No one's buying dress clothes to go to business meetings to do
Yeah, right.
business because no
To
one
do
does
business.
that shit anymore.
They had tax-free day this weekend, and the school hasn't even decided whether we're going back or not.
Yeah.
Do I need these school supplies? Yeah. Okay, 4.0, 4.5, what you got?
4.25.
Gosh,
Look
we
at that.
are
We're
stair
nailing
stepping.
it. We're
Yeah.
nailing it.
People Power, West Coast IPA. JT nailed it. Matt echoed it. To me, it's a standard IPA. Not standard, but like you said, it harkens back to what craft beer
like a
originally
throwback.
started with.
A simpler time.
Right? They didn't craft beer in America didn't create IPAs. Obviously,
Right,
that was an old recipe. However, they're the ones that kind of reintroduced it as craft beer
Yeah.
to the masses, right?
Yeah.
And this is what I believe kind of fits that bill.
Yep.
It's interesting that it's done by Seventh Son in Columbus, Ohio, which is clearly not on the West Coast. But they're obviously allowed to brew West Coast.
Do you think
Oh,
they
yeah.
used Ohio hops in this beer?
Oh man, what a great question.
That is a good question.
Probably not. Probably not.
Oh yeah.
I am curious as to what hops are in here. I would like to look that up here eventually. But 4.25, I think it's a clean, good IPA. It's not overly hopped. It's not overly bitter.
Yep.
There's not very many flavors other than just good, clean, classic,
Clean.
like clean, good
Yeah,
IPA
that's
That's a good
beer.
word for this beer.
We have avoided. Wow.
Yeah,
Maybe.
clean's a good word.
So 4.25, I love it. If I see more of it, I'm definitely going to load up.
It's a good beer.
Yeah.
It does say serve at 45. I missed that the first time.
Wrong.
I disagree. I say serve at 33.
Yeah,
Serve it next to freezing.
yeah. Nice and cold. I like
Yeah.
it cold.
Oh yeah, this isn't freezing at 32. The alcohol, this is
True,
freezing.
you could serve it
but
at
yeah, still,
32.
I'm not
But yeah,
not
right-
just
right down there.
split hairs, but yeah, this cold.
Yeah, cold.
Yeah, 45. That's dumb.
It's too warm.
One thing that you actually just beer news, we didn't bring this up. AleFest finally officially
yeah.
canceled.
Oh,
I saw that.
Yeah.
Got the
Finally
email.
officially canceled.
Got the
It's so
email.
unfortunate. I
So
think we should
they-
have
not
our own
surprising.
AleFest.
They held out for a long time.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
those-
yeah, because it's supposed to be like next weekend, right?
No, it's always the last weekend, so it would have been the 29th this year. Those relationships and everything with Heidelberg and the distributors and everything, it can be held out for a long time. It's not like convention centers are booking up or anything, so it was
Yeah.
just finally canceled. They're punting till next year. Ale Feast, which happens 6 months off, so in February, that's still on the books for the 21st, but or February of 21st. So, well, that remains to be seen. But yeah, Ale Fest finally officially canceled, and they waited till at least the
bitter end.
Yeah, the bitter end.
Yeah, they did.
But the writing was on the wall everywhere.
Yeah, it was.
You know.
A lot of events, a lot of big events or whatever. Outside of Sturgis, what do you guys think of that? Sturgis is really
happening?
Yes.
What do we think about it happening is what I'm asking.
That is really going to be like a petri dish,
it is.
if you will.
It's going to be a test.
Because
they're going to study that.
Masks are recommended.
Masks are recommended.
So, watching the couple of friends that are there right now, nary a mask inside.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, people that are there.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is gonna even surprise you. I know doctors that are there.
Oh, man.
Like family friends that are there.
I don't know my thoughts.
It's crazy.
It seems foolish. I mean,
now he said the one individual I'm talking about doesn't listen to the podcast. Said the numbers are down a little bit, but him and his wife try to go every other year. Mm-hmm. So regular attendees, he said the numbers are down a little bit, but he goes, you never all the same hijinks and shenanigans and everything.
Sure.
It's that. Kind of that, and this is the 80th anniversary, too. It started in 1940. Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is the biggest event, biggest single event in the United States since COVID hit in March.
I would say that the large majority of people that attend that are not in the best of health anyway, and probably a lot of them are considered in the high-risk categories as well. They're probably obese. And they're probably old.
It'd be interesting to do, to get some data on attendees of Sturgis.
Yeah.
Figure out where they are on the health spectrum.
I saw one.
I mean, there's some people who are really big motorcycle enthusiasts who are healthy, who have
this doctor, he's a nephrologist, so he's a highly specialized individual.
In a very respectable field. And there's also some people who are absolute, garbage bags who ride a motorcycle.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a huge mix. It'd be interesting to analyze that group.
I saw
it's very irresponsible.
T-shirt. I saw a T-shirt that's being sold there. That's like, I survived COVID. At Sturgis 2020, and
maybe
it's like,
give it 14 more days.
It's like the irony of you dying in that shirt would be thick.
I think it's irresponsible. I think no special interest is more important than another.
It'll just be interesting to see, point tracing is going to be nearly impossible to do from all this because no one in Sturgis is about 7,500 people. If they get that data, yes.
They'll have it.
Like even Apple users, they can use it because
I believe Apple's on the board.
Oh, really?
Of
the point tracing?
Yeah.
That's why
it's anonymous, but it is, according to them. It's anonymous, but they're involved, no doubt. Google, Apple. There's no avoiding it.
Right.
If you carry a phone that has an internet connection,
but roughly 200,000 people during the 10 days ish, ebbs and flows. It will be interesting to see.
Yeah, it would be
because
really interesting.
South Dakota,
one
of the lowest states.
Where are they going to take it back to?
That's the thing.
That's all across the nation.
It's not gonna. You're not gonna see a spike in South Dakota.
No.
It's just they're all gonna. They're gonna leave.
And I think that's why Sturgis. Their bread is buttered. It's 7,000 people. This 10-day event. That's it.
Yeah,
so
they
the city managers.
Yeah, 10 days. That's so long.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
crazy.
I think it's bad news. It's bad news. But
any large gathering is
so you're willing to go on the record you wouldn't have gone this year.
Yes, I'll go on the record and say I would not have gone this year.
It's controversial content.
Just dropping. Please don't drop the mic, but you would drop that mic.
Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't caught on fire yet.
Yeah.
With that hot news.
Just hot takes.
Hot takes all day. That's the Butt Chuck Podcast.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, second beer.
Let's do another beer. Is this a warm one?
I've been trying to slowly warm it up because it is. I was judging by an IPA. I have a couple. So this comes from Chuggalo Dave.
Thanks, Chuggalo Dave.
So I have a 4-pack.
Wow, of that?
Different. That's why I had to choose.
I was gonna say,
so what is this?
Must have been heavy as fuck.
This is very similar to what you had on Saturday, right?
That's a 24?
This is a 32 ouncer.
So that's 32?
So what is?
Oh,
this
no,
is
mine was much taller than that.
Yours is probably skinnier.
Same width, same girth.
Oh, really?
but taller.
Okay, so I was going to do some education.
Maybe
with
not
this.
much taller, but
So this is
more
a crowler. How many ounces is a crowler?
32, I guess.
32.
A growler is 64?
Correct. What's a howler?
120 something.
I don't know.
A howler
120
is a crawler but a bottle. So it's half a growler, 64. A howler is half but glass. A crowler is a can. Thus the C.
Crowlers.
Maybe it was that
Interesting.
that big. Maybe that's wider. I don't know. It seemed
It's
taller.
pretty wide.
Do you think yours was 32, or do you think yours was maybe
I mean,
you had
you
a
want-
40? Maybe you had a 40
Maybe it
ounce.
was a 40. I don't know.
40 ounces of freedom.
But I don't
40
think
ounce
a can.
Hell yeah.
I'll look. Maybe it was that height. I don't know. I feel like it was taller than that.
Okay.
Maybe it was less wide. I don't know.
So this is the educational portion. Growler, 64. Howler, 32. Bottle. Crowler, 32 can.
Great.
Excellent.
Will there be a quiz later? Because I forgot already.
There is going to be a quiz later.
Well, I'm going to fail.
Yeah.
So
I never have to remember this.
this
'cause
is-
I can always just ask Matt.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Exactly.
What? Hey, Matt, what's that worthless piece of knowledge that you try to teach us? Well, what do you mean? So anyways,
That one you told us over and over.
Yeah, you
This
said
is-
it 3 times at least.
this is from Waconia Brewing Company, and I want to hopefully...
Waconia forever.
Waconia, where Chuggalo Dave is from, and it's somewhat a not. Waconia is 45 minutes. He'll correct me. 45 minutes west. If the podcast isn't uploaded immediately,
Whoa, that looks like
Woo,
sludge.
look at that.
so
What
Did
is
you need
this?
to roll that can?
I've been rolling it. I've been
You've
rolling
been
it like
rolling it?
beautiful under my foot the
Ooh,
whole time,
under
What
your
is
glorious
and I've been
foot.
trying to warm it up. So I wanted to do something different than the IPA.
Okay.
So do you want to know before you try it, or do you want to try it and then
I think it'd be cool to do a blind thing.
Blind.
a blind?
blind.
Okay, well, close your eyes,
All right.
and I will pour it in your mouth.
Eyes are closed.
Just trust me.
Wow. This smells really good.
Okay. So Chuggalo Dave, thank you.
Thanks, Chuggalo Dave.
He didn't say this was for the podcast, so we can decide if this is if he
Well-
becomes a sponsor, because he got me 4 random, and he said 1 is specifically for my wife, because he goes, quote, "It's something that your wife would drink."
I'm going to say this is a porter. I'm going to say it's
I'll give you the can for the
chocolate
can.
coffee porter.
Okay.
That's
my guess.
I'm going to say that this is... To me, this tastes like... this tastes like ice cream.
It does.
So I want to say
it
that
does.
this tastes like
I love
cookies and cream ice cream. And this is a stout. Cookies and cream ice cream stout.
Okay. Just for transparency, JT, will you read what that says right there?
Cookies and cream milk stout. Wow, very good.
Whoa.
I could have sworn that
That's
this was a
not
porter.
pre-production. I just
It's
decided
much
because I didn't know what your beer
more
was.
watery than I would expect it to be for a stout.
So this is from Waconia Brewing Company in Waconia, Minnesota. So it's a very creatively named brewery. They started in 2014. You can find more information about them at waconiabrewing.com, and that's because it's a weird name. Waconia. If you don't know how to spell brewing, you're probably on the wrong podcast. Their tagline is, "It's an approachable brew by approachable people." Just boom. The last brewery in Waconia was there, and they folded up shop in 1890.
Oh,
So
it's
they-
been a while.
So it had been a
As
while.
Stain said.
Thirsty.
They
Thirsty
started
customers there.
in 2014. So Dave, I have to question why you live there, because I knew Dave retired in 2013. Why you moved
Congrats
to
on
Waconia without there being a brewery there? I know you will text me tomorrow when you hear this.
Big fan of Prohibition, I guess.
Yeah,
And he fell off the wagon.
They really. It's a family affair. So I went through the people on the website. They list the 22 people that work at the brewery. It looks like a great space. Did
Did they seem approachable?
Very much so. They
Oh, good.
just,
I hope so.
But most of
False advertising really pisses me off.
Oh, me too.
a third of the individuals that work there had the same last name of Dangle.
Dangle.
And they had bios, so I
I
was
wonder
like,
what their angle is.
yeah, reading through the
Officer
bios.
Dangle?
But so this is again Waconia Brewing Company. And it's a crawler. They don't put a lot of artwork on a crawler,
It's
so
okay.
you can go. I'll let the victory. He nailed, and please pour yourself
he
more.
He nailed it. That was great. I've been really.
I thought
Delicious.
with the sweetness, I thought you would. Get
I've been
it.
patting
It's so
myself on the
sweet.
back lately for my flavor explanations.
If you shut your eyes, I took a sip and I was like, I don't know. Took a sip and I shut my eyes and I just let my mind roam. And it was like, this tastes like freaking ice cream, man. And then it's like, what kind of ice cream? I mean, they nailed it, spot on. Mm-hmm. It tastes like cookies and cream ice cream. I don't know what else to say. It's a stout. Right. You always. There's a mental hurdle when you're drinking a stout in the fact that it looks like it's motor oil.
Yeah.
But then the viscosity of it is extremely thin.
When you said that, like when I poured it, because I think I was obfuscating
like
your
sludge.
eyes, you were like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, it was shocking to see it poured because it's a very, very dark stout. Mm-hmm. And so that's a mental game that's played. Visually, it looks like it's a thick drink.
With no head either.
No, you drink it.
No head on the pour.
And there's no, there's no viscosity to it. It's very, very thin.
It's super thin. That's what made me say porter.
No, it's a stout. Stout all the way.
But the thinness of it, the thinness
of it is a quality of a stout.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's what is it? Juxtaposition or just
when you're comparing one to the other?
Yeah. Well, no. Just saying it looks like it's very thick, but it is actually the exact opposite.
Yeah.
But the flavor of it's delicious. It's sweet, but it's not. I don't find it overly sweet. I find it very. I feel like they just nailed it. For me, this comes in at a 4. I love this beer. This is great. I love stouts. I'm always on the hunt for stouts, and I love, my measuring stick is always Guinness poured fresh in Ireland. And this is very different than Guinness, but still very, very good, very pleasing. I'm sure if you poured this up in Ireland, I bet it would be very well received. Very well received.
Do they like gimmicked beers in Ireland? Like, are they,
It's a growing phenomenon.
It's a growing. So they're
There's
at
very few bars that you can find a variety of beers, and especially from local brewers. The craft brew industry there, from what I can tell, is very small.
Would you feel comfortable if you had a nest egg, moving to Ireland and starting up a craft with, like a brewmaster, that had the knowledge of doing like gimmicked beers, something off the beaten path, something a little bit different. So like a stout, but that had cookies and cream, or like a chocolate peanut butter porter. Would you feel comfortable moving up? Do you think that's a growth area in Ireland or in the British Isles?
I would do it. Yeah, I would do it in a minute. Yeah. Wow. Absolutely. I think you could kill it. There's a couple places around the country that would have huge opportunities. Kilkenny, Cork, in Dublin, I'm sure you could find some places in there, probably around Trinity College and stuff like that. But yeah, there's an appetite there for it, and I think if it was done correctly, and ultimately it's all about the product, right? It's not about how creative or cool or hip you are. It's about if the beer is good or not. So if you make good beer,
that's right.
Irish people will drink good beer.
So for business opportunities, buttchugpodcast@gmail.com. If you have some seed money and you can send a highly experienced business operator overseas to go into a emerging market, business opportunities. Yeah. JT, your thoughts on the beer? Yeah. Oh, and your can art.
Yeah, let's do the can art bonus segment. This one's going to be brought to you by Dave because he's the most recent submitter of beer. So, Dave, you've sponsored the can art bonus segment. Pretty simple. I mean, it's probably their logo. They probably sell stickers that are circular with this boat and what is that? Like a water tower kind of thing in the background.
Land of a Thousand Lakes.
You'd like to see that it would be a lighthouse, but it's not. It's like
Waconia is internal Minnesota.
So a sailboat, and then it's got a nice compass, a little northeast and west, but the south's not there. That's where Waconia, Minnesota is written. So the logo's nice. That's the can art. I mean, the can art is the logo, but then it does say approachable beers from approachable people. It's got a very YouTube-like font feel to it, where the words are all kind of mosaiced together.
TikTok. I think it's more TikTok nowadays.
You think more TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. And then it says Crowler right on it. So there's no mistaking that this is a Crowler.
Crowler.
It's a Crowler. Even though it says 1 pint. So the comma is like, this is 1 pint plus 9.4 fluid ounces, right?
No, it's 30. It's 32 ounces, so it should be 2 pints.
It says 1 pint, 9.4.
It should be
fluid
32
ounces.
ounces.
Well,
so I jacked it up.
So something's wrong.
Something's
wrong. No, maybe they're
the
wrong.
cans, obviously, they're not going to print.
Oh, well, that's the right
hundreds of
measurement,
thousands.
but they wrote Crowler.
Yeah.
And you're probably not wrong
So I'm
about
wrong.
what is a Crowler.
Yeah.
Crowler's probably 32. So maybe I was right about it being a taller can that I had, and Crowler's just this wide can. Who
Sure.
knows? Let's just go with that. We're both right.
We used to call that back in the day oil cans. Remember when we used to call them oil cans?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that.
That's why I looked at Cobra for.
Right, yeah. You also only pointed at you and him when you were talking about business opportunities, because I'm excluded from that.
Well, no, he was talking about.
Because I don't
setting up a
want
brewery.
business opportunities.
Are you gonna move to the
Fuck
British
yeah,
Isles?
I'll move wherever, man.
Let's do it. Let's go set
I've
up a
already
brewery.
moved like 30 times. I can move again.
Let's go set up a brewery in Ireland. I'll do it. That sounds great.
I'll do it, but I don't know how to brew beer.
I don't either. Well,
We have a beer podcast, but I don't know how to brew beer.
we can go over there and hire.
Well,
We'll do it once we get there. We'll figure it out.
Once we get there, we buy monocles. Second, we start
Monocles, yeah.
Monocles, then we dye our hair red, then we get someone who knows how to brew beer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello, I'd like to start a brewery.
Yeah. Is this where we go? Ireland? All right. The smell of this beer is wonderful. I think. I wish there were other words I could use.
I didn't even smell my beer.
It's just like
It is good.
it does not smell like beer. It smells like a sweet dessert.
It's a dessert
Yeah,
beer.
yeah, that's what it smells like. It is lighter than I expected it based on its darkness. Very sweet. I tasted the chocolate right off the bat. I did think that there was like a bitterness, like coffee. I wasn't expecting it to be cookies and cream, but I can see where that is now. Now that I know,
That's
know that it's cookies and cream.
That's the stout. That's the what is it? The reason it's a stout is because it's like toasted. Is it toasted barley or toasted?
Interesting.
So it's
That's where
overly toasted to where that's where you get the darkness and that.
Yeah.
That's what essentially gives you that kind of coffee-esque flavor.
Okay. So like Starbucks coffee has a bitterness because it's burned.
Yeah. But then you get the
overly
sweetness
burnt.
and the sugars in the burnt grains.
Okay. Well, it's very good. The base flavor of this is how I approach most stouts, and which is why I'm disappointed in so many of them. When they're overly, I guess, stouty. I don't really know the term for it when they have too much.
So like short?
Too much coffee flavor?
Just too much beer.
Too much bitterness?
Yeah, maybe it's the bitterness. I don't know exactly, because now I can't remember what a stout tastes like. Because this beer just totally, it did rock my palate a little bit.
Do you want another stout? I've
No,
got some in
I'm
the
good.
fridge.
I don't want another
Just
stout.
go pop one.
But we've had plenty, and I think a lot of them they fail to balance the flavor they're saying they are with the beer itself. This one nailed it. This is a very good dessert beer. Can't even taste the beer.
Have you had the Fifth Street Brew Pub Girl Scout cookies?
No, I
you
haven't. I have not.
You've never had it.
No.
It should be coming out soon if it's not already out.
hope so.
So
It's normally out in August.
my wife, 3 weeks postpartum with Brinley, went and took my growler down to the bar herself and was like, I want some Thin Mint Stout.
Okay.
Have you had that?
I have not.
Do you like Thin Mints?
Yeah, I love Thin Mints.
It's
It's not my favorite Girl Scout cookie,
It's a
but
nail.
But you
nail.
like the
But I
cookie.
do like them. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
like
you're a
it.
sweet cookie.
You've got
I'm
it.
a sweet guy.
Let's
The
go down there and
best.
have that beer because
All right,
let's
do it.
It's thinner than this.
It is thinner than this.
Yeah, because
Alright.
the milk
They
resonates here on this
do
one.
nail it, dude. It tastes like
Oh,
you're
I'll have to
drinking.
try this.
It's their number
Thin
one beer.
Mints.
Sounds awesome.
It is
Let's do
great.
it. When are we doing it?
Yeah.
Soon. I think it should be on tap, or really soon because
Let's go.
normally they have it on tap when we do the draft.
Ooh.
Yeah, because we did the draft. Yeah, you're right.
We used to do the draft there,
Yeah.
and they would normally have that on tap.
Now we've punted on that.
And that was after L Fest, and I was too hungover to where I could not even drink it.
That was Stacy's go-to.
What a bummer. Well, this is a 4.5. Great beer. Tastes
Whoa.
exactly like I would want a stout to taste. I love it. It's very, very good. And I have a sweet tooth, so it does fulfill that desire.
4.5.
Something sweet.
On a stout. That's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Off the top rope, Dave, this was a home run. I just picked one of the 4 that you gave me. I just wanted to be different from the IPA. So I did my Waconia. I didn't know what I was going to do ahead of time. It was awesome doing a blind taste test, if you will, with the guys.
That's cool.
I'm at also a 4.5. I enjoyed the milk with it, and I felt like I could taste the cookie crumbling in my mouth without actually having that texture. But the taste, like where you're breaking it down in your mouth and it comes over the entire palate. So I really enjoyed this beer. I've bought a bunch of stouts in the last month or whatever, and I've been slowly exploring them, chilling some of them. Some of them are aging for another time. And
how's your adventure going? How's your journey?
I've only had one.
Stouts?
I've only had one miss. The French toast stout that I had 2 weekends ago was fantastic from Hubbard. Oh my goodness!
Oh yeah, I saw you checking that.
Yeah, like syrupy, like just the sweetness, but also like, and you guys brought it up a couple of times, the breadiness from it. It was awesome. Because I'm not a sweet. I would rather like have more of a savory with my breakfast, but this paired the sweet with a little bit of savory at the end. So it was like a 85-15 or whatever. It wasn't all just sugar. I didn't feel like I had to go brush my teeth. Brush my teeth immediately afterwards.
Brush those teeth, man.
But so that was
So pearly white.
that was something. But this is just for grabbing one of 4 random beers that I
This
picked
was
up.
great.
Yeah, and the weird thing when I was up in the cities where I was on base, Dave couldn't come on base so he drove 45 minutes just to give me 4 beers. And then
Thanks, Dave.
Then we went out to dinner. So
what a
yeah, so
gesture.
it's not like
Oh, at least you went to dinner and he didn't just leave immediately.
yeah, no.
Thanks, dude. Later.
Yeah, because I had to surprise work that night, so I was called in on short notice. But so it was
Surprise
nice we were
work, brushing your teeth, huh?
just brushing my teeth.
Yeah, surprise work.
No, I
got hired for something.
It was fantastic, but no. So thanks,
Friday night surprise.
thanks, Truggalo Dave. Off the top rope, you did really well on this.
You done well.
I don't think this is something he would drink, so
Yeah.
he would have to comment. I don't think. Because he's a Pilsner, Lager, Amber.
Did you give your score? What did you score?
Off the top rope, 4.5.
Oh, 4.5.
Yeah.
It's
really good. It's
good.
I would buy more of this. Waconia doesn't even distribute where I've seen in the cities, so they've got must have a really small distribute. 45 minutes away, I spent a lot.
Well,
of time.
they should brew a lot of this and try to distro it because it's good.
Yeah.
They've got.
I'm excited to try
product.
I'm excited to try the other 3. So all the crawlers were completely unique. So again, thanks.
That's cool.
Thanks, Chuggalo Dave. So, anyways, gentlemen,
Yeah, let's do it.
game.
Game.
What do you guys think the theme is? I've alluded to it a couple of times.
Shoes.
Shoes. Yep.
Shoes. Absolutely. No, states.
States.
States. Didn't you say states?
Yeah, he
States.
said states.
State is one. State of shoes.
State of shoes.
No.
What's the state of shoes in America?
This game is called the State of Craft Beer.
Before you get into that,
Yeah.
it says state of shoes.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this thing called StockX?
StockX?
It's where you can invest in collectibles. I personally think it's stupid. Just put that up front. But things like shoes, very like sought after
sneaker
shoes,
collections.
autographs and collectible memorabilia and things like that. There's this website called StockX.
Do you guys want another beer?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Where you can invest
Barbara?
in the futures.
I'm okay, thanks.
You're basically betting on the future of that item.
Okay.
So just like futures on stocks, you're betting on the futures of memorabilia and things. I don't know. Just asking if you heard of it. Since you haven't.
I have not heard of StockX.
Doesn't matter, but apparently shoes are really big on this website. You can invest in. So then I guess
they become
you can cash
collectible
out
and-
as the value goes up of these shoes. The company
Is it like an
StockX
ETF?
owns
You
like
can
a
just-
bunch. No, it's like stocks. So they you can invest in
ETFs.
one thing, like Yeezys.
I can just buy stock in
Just
Yeezys.
stock. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a ridiculous idea, and it's like kind of wild, but
Buy stock in Beanie Babies.
yeah, exactly. So you'd buy stock in Beanie Babies, and you would lose money.
I love that picture of the people fighting in court when they had the divorce and they were fighting over
The Beanie Babies.
Yeah.
You guys
I
have
never
seen it,
saw
right?
that. I haven't seen it, but I'll look it up later.
God,
Because I want to make sure that I do.
like adults.
See, if we had that,
fighting
if we had
over
that
Beanie Babies.
videographer, they would cut it
Yeah,
in
if we
right
had like
now.
a producer, like the Joe Rogan guy,
Yeah, they would splice
he
it
could be
in real
like,
quick.
it would be like on the screen. Like, oh yeah, look at this. You know, that's what aliens.
But
Look.
if this was like the Joe Rogan podcast,
He's-
we'd be on shrooms right now.
We'd be at shrooms and we'd be talking about aliens.
Yeah, that
No
would be
doubt
cool.
about it.
He's,
What's that thing he talks
He's
about
starting
all
up
the
in
time?
Texas. Like
Yeah,
they're
he
building
moved.
his
Oh, I saw it.
his
Looks
his
cool.
room.
It's like a bunker.
You know, it looks like a fucking tube.
Yeah. What's that drunk he's always talking about?
I don't listen to it, so I'm not sure.
I've heard a couple
All I know
episodes.
is that I guess a few weeks ago he had
What
Post
is it?
Malone and they did shrooms.
Oh, I'm sure
That's
they did.
all I know
Post Malone
about.
seems like he does a lot of shrooms.
And Spotify paid him $80 million.
Yeah. Exclusive rights. They're coming off iTunes.
Have you seen the revenue that Spotify's generating off of them?
Is it?
I'm sure it's great.
They've already made it.
Oh yeah.
They've already made what they paid him.
Damn.
They've already made what they paid him.
And he
It's-
and
You know
he,
what I like
and he
about-
moved.
You know what
It's
I like
through
about
the
his
freaking
podcast
roof.
is
I
that
listen
he
to a
does
lot
all
of
his ads
podcasts at
up
one-
front.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because
if
it's
we
not
ever
interrupted.
get a sponsor, we're doing all our ads up front because that's
the best way to do
then
it.
you could just listen to the whole podcast. You can
Because he covers his, you know, like if the Chuggalos know to skip like to minute like 5.5 or whatever, we could never say that because
you can't say that.
But
We would encourage them to listen to the first 5
Yeah.
minutes.
but
Please
like
listen to
the
the first
Cash
5
App
minutes.
or whatever, he's
Yeah,
driven so
whatever
many
he's-
people to
yeah.
the fucking Cash App.
Yeah, Squarespace.
Yeah. Oh,
and
our
all that
website
shit,
is
yeah.
built off. of it.
But it's wick.com. You want to build a website? Go ahead and go to wick.com.
Yeah.
That's free ad right there.
Yeah, fuck
we
you.
should make a lot of money off that.
And
yeah,
what
guaranteed.
the pygmy water people in Africa, or whatever, for his buddies'
What you even
website.
talking about at this point?
No, the
Pygmy
pygmies.
water people.
No,
and-
the pygmies that need to drink water in Africa or whatever. His buddy does well drilling or whatever, purification. Do you guys want to play this game?
Yeah.
Play the damn
like
game.
so much I want to play
Yes,
that game.
yes.
I also had a game, but I'll save it for next week.
Bullshit,
It's
you had
to-
a game.
I did right here.
Oh, you just put it away.
Yeah.
Put it away.
Is it just on a random bunch? Everything is right here. Yeah. Just
It's on a folded up piece of paper.
scroll.
Definitely
It was
wasn't written
passed
at
to
work.
me as a note in high school, and I kept it all these years.
Definitely wasn't written at work.
Yeah, no. So this game.
So what if it was?
Just
Wasn't 2-person
Random.
checked on.
Oh, it was 2-person checked.
So this game is called State of Craft Beer.
State of craft beer. Got it.
I'm going to give you 3 to 4 top beers from a state.
False.
Your goal is to ring in when you know the state.
Yep. Ring
So
it with
the
our names.
correct answer, or come up with a positive word like, boner,
Go. Oh.
Ring, ring.
Vagina.
Razzle dazzle.
razzle. Okay, yours is razzle dazzle. What's
Great.
yours going to be?
Chimichanga.
Chimichanga. Okay. 2 points for each correct state. -1 point for an incorrect state. So if you ring in
Negative
early,
Points, negative points. Yeah.
and
It's
I
good.
will,
It's a
I'll
good
keep
strategy.
I'll keep track of
Thanks
points
for keeping
because
track.
you're not
I can
very
keep
good
track
at
if you want.
Yeah.
I'll ask you halfway
I
through if you've been
I don't want.
keeping
I
Because
don't
we
want.
know Matt keeps track.
Yeah, he does.
I don't want you to screw up the game that you have written over there
I do. You want to play it?
on a cryptic piece
We'll
of
play it
paper.
after
All right.
after we play your game.
Okay.
Kill 2 games in one episode.
So I just want to let you guys know our criteria.
Mm-hmm.
So I got this from Thrillist.com. They're one of those
Oh, yeah, I know this.
pioneers, and they populate a bunch of junk on the internet.
Yeah.
We looked for pioneers of the beer industry that made history, paved the way for others to excel, and beers that are simply the most beloved in each of those states.
So these are all U.S. beers.
All U.S. beers.
Okay.
'Cause
States.
it's State.
They're in
Not-
a state
not
within
provinces.
the United States. Yeah.
Yep. Vermont is a state, by the way.
Got it.
Yeah.
I've learned that recently.
Okay. So first one, I've got 11 because I've realized doing 10.
Yeah,
it's not
rough.
a.
It's rough.
It's not good with you guys. Okay. So ring in with Razzle Dazzle or Chimichanga.
Chimichanga. Got it.
Play alone at home.
Play alone.
Play alone or play alone at
or
home.
the guest.
Wherever you are.
Yeah, feel free.
Okay.
Invite some friends over.
Okay. Midnight Sun Arctic Devil Barley Wine.
Okay.
That's an English style barley wine at 13.2%.
Ooh, that's a thick beer.
Okay. Ready? Anchorage Bitter Monk.
Chimichanga. Alaska.
Alaska
Very
is
good.
correct.
Very good.
Cobra with 1. It's a Belgian-Style DIPA at 9%, and Alaskan smoked porter. It's a smoked porter at 6.5.
Naturally.
Right. State number 2. Oh, question.
No question.
Okay.
No question.
State number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Highland Gaelic Ale.
Mm-hmm.
It's an American Amber, 5.5%. Burial Surf Wax. It's a West Coast style IPA, 6.8%. Duck Rabbit Milk Stout. It's a milk stout, 5.7.
Chimichanga, North Carolina.
North Carolina, and the fourth beer is Foothills Sexual Chocolate.
I wouldn't have known even with the fourth
Was it-
one. I'm trying to be sure, but
What
Maybe I'll
what
start
one gave
guessing.
that away?
Burial.
Burial?
oh yeah,
Yep.
I never heard of it.
Burial was one of our favorite breweries in Asheville.
Oh, cool.
Burial Brewery in Asheville is
I'm thinking about going there. soon.
hands down, lights out, a cool fucking. I mean, there's a lot of breweries there that are
Yeah.
hands down, lights out, cool.
I can just imagine the
But Burial's
artwork with
really Burial's really neat, man.
Okay. Third state. Score is 2 for Chris, 0 for
No,
JT.
4. You said two per right
Two-
answer,
two-
negative
yep,
1 per.
I'll time
Why don't
it.
you just let me keep track here?
You're doing good
I'm
mentally.
doing
All right.
great.
You got it all
I
right
know when
there.
I'm losing. When
Okay.
I start winning, I lose track.
Third state. Microphone.
Oh, microphone.
Brewing.
I've had this before.
Microphone check 1-2. It's
Yeah,
a New England
microphone.
IPA, 8%.
I've had microphone, which is sad.
Pipeworks Brewing Company. Ninja
Oh, Razzle
versus-
Dazzle. Illinois.
It is Illinois
God.
for 2
Razzle
points.
Dazzle.
As soon as he said
Oh,
Pipeworks.
Yeah,
The-
Pipeworks. I was a little delayed, too.
What?
I was
Sorry,
about to
was
steal
gonna-
your thunder, dude.
Pipeworks Brewing Company. Ninja versus Unicorn. Do you know why that beer is important to
Ninja versus Unicorn? Why is that important to
We've
the
had
three
it.
of us?
the three of us?
We've had it.
We've
but-
had Ninja versus Unicorn?
Yeah, we've had Ninja vs. Unicorn. Was that in like the?
What was the first beer?
It's got to be our
That was
first
Ninja versus
episode.
Unicorn?
Yeah.
I thought that was something else.
I think it was. I'll have to check the.
It was
we
really
gotta
close.
check. We
I do
gotta
remember
check.
doing it. I remember doing it very, very early.
I
very
mean,
early.
Pipeworks was definitely episode 1.
Okay, there's a third beer here. I'm going to give a bonus point. What is the third beer?
Illuminated.
Okay.
Goose Island.
Goose Island Bourbon County Brand Stout.
Look at that.
Bonus point JT. So now it is 3 JT,
Wow,
Chris with
bonus
4.
point. That's pretty great.
Nice.
All right.
Good score.
Okay. Fourth state.
Fourth state.
I can't believe you didn't have illuminated.
Can't see
on there.
through it.
Okay. Perennial Artisan Ales
I've had this before.
Barrel Aged Abraxas. You have not had this beer.
No, not this beer. This Perennial, I believe I've had a
Yep.
beer from them.
It's an Imperial Stout at 11%. It's one of the highest rated beers in the country. Number 2 is Side Project Brewing Fuzzy. It's a wild ale at 8%. And the third one, Boulevard Brewing Company's Saison Brett.
Chimichanga, Indiana.
No, -1.
Shit. Now we're tied.
Yeah,
3-3.
I'm not going to guess because I don't know.
Boulevard, that didn't give it away.
Boulevard did not give it away.
Talk about this.
Boulevard,
I'm gonna. I'll make an assessment
Really, I thought it
without
was-
guessing.
Okay, so I will. Okay, you can make an assessment. No points lost. Because assessments are fun.
Connecticut.
No. Missouri. Boulevard.
Missouri.
Kansas City.
No one
Terrible.
cares about Missouri.
Terrible.
That's
They
still
all
a state.
have COVID. Right, I know. Seriously.
Oh my god.
They all went to Branson and got COVID.
We are at 3-3,
Fucking Cardinals.
and we're going into our fifth state. Okay, fifth state. Lost Cabin Beer Company, Lord Grizzly. It's a Scotch ale, 8.2%.
Scotch. Have you had a Scotch egg?
I like the sound of that. I love
Scotch
Scotch
eggs
eggs.
are the bomb.
Chugalo Carina would make them for the
Oh, yeah?
Christmas. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Crow Peak Brewing Wicca Wickedly Charming Chili Ale, chili beer, 6.6%. And Fernson Brewing Company Wagon Plain Porter. I've got a hint after this. It's a porter at 5.5%. It's a state we have talked about today on the podcast.
Chimichanga, Vermont.
No.
God damn it.
Razzle Dazzle. I feel like we're thinking Lost Cabin. We're thinking Ferns. I'm
Crow
thinking,
Peak.
huh?
I know Crow Peak.
Lost Cabin,
I
Crow
was in-
Peak, and Fernson.
So I'll say that originally my original guess was Colorado, I'll throw that out there. It's no harm, no foul. On
because
anyone.
we didn't talk about
I don't think we talked about
fine.
Colorado.
Yeah, we didn't. I don't think we talked about Colorado.
We talked about this state.
Talked about Vermont. We talked about this.
Maybe-
We talked about, okay, is this too much of a cheat? We talked about a place in this state.
We talked about a place in this state on the podcast.
Yep. Earlier.
Since we've been starting recording. Because we talked a lot about some states before.
While, for the Chuggalos, at home alone or along? Along or alone?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Shoot.
It's just an assessment. It's
Shoot the fish in the barrel.
Just an assessment?
Yeah, you're not going to lose points.
Well, my original guess was with the cabin was Minnesota.
Okay.
But I don't believe
Close.
that's true anymore.
South Dakota. Sturgis.
Sturgis.
All right.
South Dakota.
JT 3, Chris 2.
Wow, I'm going.
Going on to the
Wrong
sixth question.
I was lightning
Or
hot.
This is a pretty tough game.
Okay.
Pretty rough and tough.
Oh yeah, this is
It's Harfin.
okay. You'll have to do this alone. Okay. New England Brewing Company's Fuzzy Baby Ducks. It's an IPA at 6.2%. Kent Falls Danny Boy. It's a Pilsner at 4.9%. And OEC Brewing Nephethalis.
Chimichanga, Massachusetts.
No.
See, I'm not afraid
that was
to
my
shoot.
guess.
I'm
That
not
was my
afraid
guess
to
too,
shoot,
but
man.
I couldn't nail it down. Oh, these don't sound too obvious, you know. What was the first one again? Can I
New
ask
England
that?
Brewing Company. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
New England Brewing Company.
All right, that was
Kent-
Massachusetts to me, right?
Fuzzy Ducks. They have duck boats there in Boston.
Kent,
Oh, do they?
Kent Falls and OEC Brewing.
Kent sounds like a city in
Kent sounds like somebody in Connecticut.
Kent, Connecticut.
Like that sounds like somebody's name. Like that's a first name, not a last name. Because people in Connecticut have.
What's that guy that does the news on The Simpsons?
Kent Brockman.
Kent Brockman from Kent, Connecticut.
From Connecticut. Or,
I think it's just Ken.
What
Brockman.
was Marshall Mathers'
Or is it
thing?
Ken?
Just
It
Kent.
was what was it?
Did you say Marshall
Yeah,
Mathers?
remember Eminem? He had a thing.
Detroit?
Somebody from Connecticut. It was I'm gonna remember
I
it.
thought his name was Marshall Mathers.
Well, he's Marshall Mathers from Detroit, Michigan, but he used to sing about this guy from Connecticut. I can't remember what his name was. Anyway, Connecticut is my guess.
Connecticut for 2 points.
Holy shit! See, sometimes it helps to talk through.
Was that a guess or was that an assessment?
I would have taken.
You
I
can
would have
make
taken
the
a point
judgment
away
if you
because
want-
I will say
if
if
you
you just
want.
want to assess,
If you want to say that I don't
I
get the
give you
points,
the
it's
points.
okay.
Okay.
I'm okay with it.
Second or the seventh state, I've only got 2 beers. That should be a hint. Only 2 beers. Hint.
Hint.
Stoneface Brewing
Stone face.
IPA. It's an IPA with 7.2%.
Stone face.
And Deciduous Brewing's Lambent. It's a Berliner Weiss at 4.4%.
Deciduous. Probably somewhere like.
Stoneface and Deciduous.
Chimichanga,
Ooh.
New Hampshire.
2 points.
No shit.
Yes. Stoneface gave it
Was
away.
it the deciduous?
No, Stoneface.
I was gonna say Georgia.
Because their
Lots
mascot,
of forest
pine.
there.
Lots of pines, though.
Yeah.
I think.
their mascot of New Hampshire is some fucking stone face.
Oh.
It's their motto is live free and die, but then on their license plates, it's this part of a mountain that looks
like
like a
Easter
face,
Island.
stone face. Yeah.
For an amazingly
Yes.
difficult game,
Sort of.
both gentlemen are positive. JT has 5, Chris has 4. And we're down to our last 4 beers. 8th beer. Grand Teton Double Vision Doppelbock. It's a German Doppelbock at 11%. Payette 12 gauge Imperial Stout.
Razzle dazzle. Oklahoma.
No.
Fuck.
It's an American Imperial Stout at 10%. And Barbarian Elixir of the Gods. It's a Belgian quadruple at 12%.
Chimichanga, Wyoming.
Oh, you're getting closer. Idaho.
Idaho. I was
Oh.
gonna say either
Yeah, I know
Idaho
it
or
was something where they wear like sandstone.
Grand Teton was a huge giveaway,
Yeah.
but I just wasn't
4.
sure if that was in Wyoming, Idaho, or
What was
Montana.
the second one? That's the one that made me say Oklahoma.
Payette.
Payette.
Yeah.
Damn.
Peyote.
Okay. 9th
Peyote.
beer. We're still.
Peyote.
Everyone's
Oklahoma,
still in the game.
right?
9th beer. Rowley's Farmhouse Germophile. It's a sour Berliner Weiss at 5%. I want to try that.
It sounds decent.
La Cumbre. Project Dank. It's an IPA at 7.5. And Marble Pilsner. If you're in beer, Marble. It's a
Marble.
Pilsner. It's a Pilsner at 4.7%. Okay, I will give you a hint.
Read the...
That's a tough one. Yeah,
Okay, I'll read again.
Please.
Rowley,
La
Cumbre,
Cumbre, and Marble.
Marble. I'll give you guys a hint. You guys want both a hint, right?
Yeah.
No
We'll both get the hint because we're both here.
Yeah. Okay, ready?
I'll go outside.
Breaking Bad.
Chimichanga.
Razzle dazzle. Damn it.
New Mexico.
New Mexico.
New Mexico.
2 points.
I was originally thinking with the first one. I'll just tell you my line of thought, just for content.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great content.
It was what was the first one again? I started
Rowley.
I started with Iowa.
Rowley.
Then you said La Cumbre, and I said no, it's not Iowa, and then I was lost from there.
Then Marble. Marble's
Marble.
I've tried to rank these where they're most discernible.
If it was called turquoise, I would have been on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
super
good call.
quick, you know.
Yeah.
Because everything
Turquoise.
else.
Marble.
Butter
I would
blend.
think like
Meth.
Hamptons, the Hamptons. Probably.
Okay.
Breaking Bud.
Breaking Bud.
Two beers left. Creature Comforts Tropicalia.
I think we've done Creature Comforts.
Wild Heaven Emergency Drinking Beer.
Wild Ohio.
That's a Pilsner 4.4. And the first one was American IPA, sorry. 6.6. The last beer. Sweetwater 420 Extra Pale Ale.
Chimichanga.
Yeah, I don't
Georgia.
remember where that is.
Georgia.
I didn't remember
2.
where Sweetwater was. But yeah,
ATL.
great job.
That's ATL.
Yeah, ATL. All right. Right there downtown?
I think so.
Wow.
I think Sweetwater's out of
For all that
Atlanta.
hemp stuff they make.
Last
they'd
beer.
be like hidden in the forests. The Walking Dead.
Last beer. And so since Chris is at 7 and JT is at 4, I will give. There's 4 beers left on this.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. He doesn't walk away with it. I get to come back.
That's right.
So since there's 4 beers on this last date,
4 points.
If you can get it,
I win.
Is it double negative as well?
no.
Oh, if you win,
you can get it on one,
it's a slaughter roll, and I have to go home.
I'm afraid I don't even want to guess at this point.
if you can get it with the first beer, it's 4 points.
Oh, I like
Interesting.
this.
Second beer,
All right,
3 points.
All right, I like that. Okay, so I can only win within the first two guesses.
Well, you can tie on the second one, and then that I will just have to come up with
Right.
something. It'll probably be Waconia Brewing, just as a tiebreaker. Okay, first beer, which I know we've all had.
Ooh.
Flying Dog Raging Bitch.
God, I know Flying Dog, but I don't remember
Belgian-Style
where that-
India Pale Ale. We've talked about it. I went back and made sure that we talked about it.
Yeah, we did. We've talked about Flying Dog.
Yeah. I'm pretty close to where I know where that's
Flying
from. But
dog.
I'm not 100%.
Just let me know if you want another beer. I will.
Flying Dog. Razzle Dazzle. This is wrong. Michigan.
So close. Okay, you're still in it though.
Barely. I mean, I've lost how
Okay,
many points?
second beer. You lost one.
Oh, only one?
Heavy Seas Loose Cannon. It's an American India Pale Ale.
Flying Dog.
I'm off the state now. Now I'm off the state. I thought I was in the wrong state.
Okay.
Flying Dog, is it Pennsylvania?
No. Okay.
Take some more points away. I want to make sure this is
Okay, you
done
only get
right.
one guess per beer because I think this game
Per
is-
beer, that's fine.
Yeah, legs. The next one's probably not going to help you guys. Union Duck Pin.
Union, I would say Pennsylvania.
It's a pale ale, 5.5%. You can't guess the same state.
But I'm not going to, obviously.
'Kay.
Well, New York?
Do you want the last beer? This is where you guys should get it. National Bohemians Natty Boh, and we've talked about that on the podcast.
National Bohemian?
It's an American lager, 4.2. This is like the standard
National Bohemian?
Natty Bohs.
Natty Bows? Is it Massachusetts? Damn.
Wisconsin.
What? What's it?
Maryland.
Maryland.
The final score,
We never got that.
Chris 7, JT 2.
Yeah. It's all right. It was fun.
I forgot that Maryland was a state, honestly.
Yeah, I kind of did too. Even
kinda
though that's
came
where-
out of left
that's
field.
where my-
There's
that's
a-
where my school was.
This game has legs. So
I like this game.
It was a good game.
Yeah.
thanks for playing along.
Very good game.
You guys could have just sat there and been like, "This is stupid. I've never heard it."
Oh,
I tried to
to
throw, and these are the highest rank, like the most beloved. Natty Boh is just like Busch Light, but for Baltimore,
Just for that.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Just you're not gonna get it here.
Yeah, soon. Yep.
So just beloved and high-rated beers.
I think it was a good list.
It is
Like
good.
if I would do Vermont,
I couldn't remember where Flying Dog was.
what beer from Vermont? Probably like what brewery?
Ben and Jerry's.
Ben and Jerry's.
Well, I would have said the Alchemist,
Vermont
Hetty
Brewing
Topper.
Company.
The
That's-
Alchemist.
Yeah,
Hetty
that,
Topper. Yeah.
yeah,
Bernie
that's
Sanders
like doing
Brewing
California
Company.
and doing Pliny.
Yeah.
Like if you go to
yeah.
California on
That's
this list,
fair, yeah.
Pliny.
Only some of California. You can't get Pliny in Southern California.
Well, this is just
It'd be such a dead giveaway if you were like Coronado.
yeah.
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 Well, he said Anchorage was the first one.
I know.
Well, yeah, I was easing
You were easing it.
into
Got
it.
it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I'm excited for
On the Alaskan one,
Yeah, my
the
game's
first
gonna be
beer
fun
was a
next
giveaway. Midnight. It was like Midnight Sun, and
Midnight Sun. Yeah,
was like-
see, I
that
arranged
was
them.
the first giveaway.
Yeah.
arranged them.
It's good. I thought it was a great game.
Right on.
We'll play my game whenever.
We will.
Can you show the camera your game?
Yeah.
Well, just like
Here's my game. Now don't watch this YouTube video. guys.
no. Is it just
Pause it. I'm gonna pause it.
This
look?
game is
Is that on 3 or 4 post-it
greater
notes?
than or less than.
Oh, it's a
game.
greater than less than.
Yeah. So
I like greater than guess than.
so the
Greater than guess than.
I'll prompt you guys with the fact that the list of largest breweries by I think distribution came out this week
yeah.
for 2020.
I actually just it's Kent Falls.
Yeah, Kent Falls.
Yeah, in Idaho.
That's not the game. The game is who's larger.
in Coudray.
And then I was going to give you two breweries, and you tell me which one is larger. And I think that I've arranged it in such a way that it would be a challenge.
Wow.
I'm sure.
But
I'm sure.
Your games are always.
Games are impossible.
Matt loses negative
Impossible.
380.
what's fun? Matt is like a trivia
I know, and that's why it bothers
he's like
me
a
so much.
trivia. What do you call it? Enthusiast. So
Yeah.
being able to stump
I
Matt
love
is
worthless
sort of an
now.
honor.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of an honor.
If your honor was measured in how many times you've stumped me, you'd be the most.
I'm so honorable.
The Queen has
I'd be a
knighted you
judge.
multiple times.
You'd have
the
to call me
Queen-
the Honorable JT.
Yeah. Well, Esquire is how I.
Esquire, of course.
And I've sent mail to your house.
Yeah.
Under
You
JT
have.
Esquire.
Yeah, you have actually.
So I've already treated you as such. But I think we should spend the next couple of minutes hyping the 100th episode and what really that means. Like 2 years. We're coming up both on the 2-year anniversary.
Yeah, 2-year anniversary.
I can't tell you the date. It was in
2
August, right?
2-year anniversary, 100 episodes, and I can tell you that we are rapidly approaching the 10,000 listen mark.
See, that's another one where I've lost
I've-
track of that milestone.
I've been watching that, and I've been watching it increase over time. To my surprise, significantly. The uptick has been
Fantastic.
significant as of late, to where the goal, the milestone to hit 10,000 listens aggregate prior to the end of this calendar year is no longer really like a legitimate goal, in my opinion, because we're gonna blow past it here in a little bit.
Oh, nice.
I think we're not far away from blowing the doors off that, which locks in an awesome BCP party
Yes.
for all
As
the
long
chuggalos.
as long as
If you
things
can
are-
prove
are
at the
good
door
to
that
go.
you're a certified chuggalo,
Yeah.
which can only be proven by a secret handshake, and if you're chuggalo, you know it.
Right,
Yeah,
and
if you're
we've
generally-
handed out stuff like, so if you have like some old BCP swag, you're not buying it on second. It was gifted to you by one of us. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're not buying a drink at the BCP party.
Oh yeah, no, there's going to be so much money and just glee.
Glee.
Being done.
Lots of glee.
Glee. Well, not the TV show,
No.
because apparently being on that TV show kills people.
I heard
So,
that.
There's like 7 of them that
Yeah,
are
no
dead already.
glee. Let's not talk about
So
glee.
we're coming up on 100 episodes. It's a huge deal. This started as a happy hour, basically.
Yep.
And then we were like, and then people started falling out, and we said, let's just turn this into a podcast because it'd be funny. We're pretty good at talking.
And here we
So
are
did,
now.
and here we are, 100 weeks later.
I'm I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of memories like coming up when we do record this sometime in the future, and yeah, it's incredible. Like the metamorphosis, like why this started, and
we're like experts now.
Oh yeah,
like we get on.
I don't need it. It's the Cicerone rating.
Yeah, no. You're recognized.
Yeah, I'm
in the beer.
I'm recognized by 2 individuals,
2 other experts.
These are the opinions. These are the opinions that matter.
Recognizing experts. That's what we do here.
So
we should start a scientific journal as well.
We should publish beer papers.
The surprise is that we have beer napkins because everything
no one wants to read a whole paper.
Everyone can read when they're drinking. They can read our scientific analysis.
The surprises we have planned, though.
That's a good idea.
It is actually
for the 100th episode.
Sell some fucking beer napkins.
Copyrighted by BCP.
Do we want to talk about what we're doing?
No.
Okay.
It's going to be a surprise.
It's a surprise. But tune in.
Stay tuned. Tune
when
in.
You see a
tell your
special
friends.
episode released on a day that's not typical.
Yeah.
Fucking listen to that shit.
Immediately.
It'll probably be super long.
Yeah. Crank up the volume to 11.
It's going to be longer.
It's going to be a longer episode than you're used to.
Meteor.
Take a nice drive.
More burps.
Far more burps.
Potentially some pizza rolls.
I'll say this.
Be alone.
More burps, less craft. Most likely. I mean, you guys do whatever the fuck you want. You do whatever the fuck you want.
I can't wait. Let's throw this. Could I throw in a craft beer into
each person's mix?
Yeah.
Then you have to throw it into your own too.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to shit on you guys. I'm going to take part of that. Oh yeah, no.
That'd be terrible.
Or we could split it.
That's probably smarter.
That's smarter.
But I'm going to
one craft beer.
Believe me, so I'm going to be a part of. There's stuff that's going to get disqualified immediately. Like
100%.
There's no double-digit shit.
No. So, but are we only doing one? We're splitting one that you're going to sneak in, or are we supposed
it's
to?
It's not a plan.
I'm not.
We don't
do much research here.
We raw dog this.
Yeah, we raw dog it.
Yep, let's dive in.
Well,
all of us showed up with beer this week. 2 of us showed up with games. This is, 1 week we're going to show up. None of us are going to have beer.
Nothing.
None of us we'll just sit here and we'll just stare longingly into the camera.
We'll drink this Busch Light apple.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Warm.
That's the stand.
That's the stand.
This might be my upcoming beer.
Ooh, warm apple.
Hopefully I can bring something worthy of a trade. 'Cause I haven't had it yet.
It's available. Go buy the 30 pack.
It's still available? Okay.
I don't know. I was gifted this.
I went to the
this
store before this, and it was not there.
780 miles.
It wasn't there.
I haven't seen it.
And then I went to the shell with the crispy, crunchy chicken, and they only had 30 packs.
You were worried. Buy it.
Okay,
what's wrong?
I told you.
I just didn't want to get a new beer that I hadn't had that, because I bought this fucking Natty Light shit, and it's still in my fridge.
It's okay.
I'll buy that too.
I drink it. I do drink it every once in a while. It's not too bad. But it's still there. That's what I'm saying.
Just get more chicken.
Yeah.
All right.
More crispy, crunchy chicken.
How will that help me?
Cellar it. Like my beer.
It'll offset the sweet.
Sure. No, don't.
Oh, of course.
Don't cellar my Blapple. Whatever you don't drink out of your Blapples, I will buy off of you for whatever amount.
All right.
If you only have 4, I'll buy the rest of the case.
I have to go to Shell after this and get gas. I only get gas at Shell.
Interesting. You're a gas enthusiast?
I get a discount from T-Mobile.
Well, now I guess I'm on T-Mobile.
T-Mobile customers every Tuesday. This is another free commercial for T-Mobile.
Free commercials.
If you get the T-Mobile Tuesday app, there's free shit in there that you can get, like MLB TV. You get a year free every year. I've gotten it. I've never paid for MLB TV, and I've had it for like 5 years. You get 30 cents off a gallon every week from Shell.
Which is 1 gallon?
No, for a whole fill-up.
Oh.
For a whole fill-up. Per week.
That's why you're hesitant to buy $20 in beer, because you're like, there's no fucking coupon.
There's no coupon. Where's the T-Mobile Tuesday coupon?
Excuse me, Shell worker. I've got a coupon.
30 cents off per can. They're like, that's basically.
That's how rich people like you stay rich. They're
rich
just
people
really
like
good
me,
with
right?
money.
Yep.
The key to wealth is to make money on the money you already have.
Mailbox money.
Yeah.
That's what.
You don't want to live. I mean, I'm not in this position yet, but you don't want to live on your paycheck. You want to live on the money you've earned from your money.
My plan is to get hit by a taxi cab.
That's a good way to do it. That's a good way to live your life. Get hit by
That's a good way to live your life.
Get hit with a taxi cab, sue the company, and make sure that you've said on record that you want to get hit by a taxi cab.
This is not on record.
No one could prove
I'm gonna edit this.
This is all fictional.
This is edited.
That's true. It is fiction.
It's fiction.
Story time.
My name's JT.
I don't plan on getting hit by a taxi cab. Do taxis even still operate?
It's Ubers.
Yeah, Uber.
Taxis are dead.
They're operating at like a $14 billion loss right now. They're worth a ton.
So is the post office, but we still need it.
Yeah. It's a government agency. Is it an agency? It's a government entity.
It's government.
Uber, it's not. But anyway, that's episode 99.
99.
I'm really fucking excited for episode 100. I'm happy to be able to see you guys multiple times in the same week. That's going to be great.
That's your fault.
Mm-hmm.
You can come see me whenever. Webcams.
Yeah, you can come see me too.
No, it's the other way.
It's like those masks where you breathe out and it's like not helping anybody else, but
I want you to breathe in my
totally,
mask.
Yeah, I'll breathe in your mask.
You never know how it is to live another person's life unless you've breathed in their mask.
Unless you've
for
breathed
5
a
minutes.
mile in their mask.
Yuck.
Yep.
Yuck.
I agree. Very yuck.
This is gross.
Please.
The condensation that your breath produces is probably full of germs.
I'm excited for the 100th episode.
Me too.
Yeah, I guess so.
100.
It's a good way
I give it a 2.75 on
it's a good way to
excitement.
spend a Saturday. That's it. Episode 99. If you have any questions, well, keep them to yourself. If you have any comments, put them in the comments section.
Business opportunities. Chug Podcast.
Anyone who wants to start a brewery in Ireland,
Hit me up.
let Chris or Matt know. Not me, though, because I'm
Yeah.
not business savvy enough.
No, not JT.
That's it. Episode 99.
Oh, I got to get up and cancel this.
Yeah, we got to stop the video.